Welcome to today's Explainer. If you're anywhere near Prayagraj right now, you definitely don't need me to tell you that we're smack in the middle of a massive weather event. But you do need to know what's coming next, how long it's going to last, and exactly how to stay safe. So let's dive right into this monsoon alert and local guide for Sangam City, based on the absolute latest incoming data. Right off the bat, we've got breaking news. The India Meteorological Department has officially dropped a yellow alert for Prayagraj and the surrounding districts. We're seeing a highly active monsoon system hitting eastern UP. And yeah, it's finally bringing some much-needed relief from that sweltering heat. But man, it's also throwing some serious, immediate challenges our way on the ground. Section 1, Yellow Alert, Torrential Monsoon Rains. So what does a yellow alert actually mean for you and me? Basically, it's a specific weather warning for heavy downpours and active thunderstorms. Practically speaking, for anyone trying to navigate the city today, it means the authorities are officially telling us to stay updated and exercise extreme caution. We're not just talking about a late afternoon drizzle here. This is a heads up for significant, sustained weather activity that you absolutely need to pay attention to before stepping out the door. Moving on to Section 2, today's weather by the numbers, breaking down August 18th, 2026. Just take a look at this massive number, 73.4 millimeters. That is how much rain dumped down in just a single 24-hour period. I mean, wow. This widespread overnight downpour has literally saturated the entire region. And because of all that standing moisture, our atmospheric humidity has shot all the way up to nearly 100%. Looking at the rest of the board here, our current temp is sitting at about 25 degrees Celsius, and it's expected to max out at 28 today. But here's the real kicker. Because of that crazy near 100% humidity we just talked about, it actually feels like a super muggy 30 degrees. Throw in some winds blowing west-northwest at up to 15 kilometers per hour, plus dense cloud cover that's keeping the UV index basically at 0. And yeah, it's a remarkably heavy, soupy atmosphere out there. But hey, there's always a silver lining, right? And today that silver lining is the number 42. You see, all this continuous rain has essentially scrubbed the sky, washing away that nasty atmospheric particulate matter, your PM 2.5 and PM 10. Because of that, our air quality index has plummeted to a pristine 42. So silver lining, Prayagraj is firmly sitting in the good air quality category right now. All right, Section 3, the 7-day rain forecast. Continuous spells expected. So, how long is this going to last? Well, trough systems over northern India are funneling a ton of moisture straight into eastern UP, which means we're looking at sustained overcast conditions. Breaking it down, Wednesday brings us frequent thunder showers, which will ramp up on Thursday into widespread rain and gusty winds. By Friday, things dial back a bit to intermittent showers, followed by some localized storms on Saturday. We'll still see some scattered spells into Sunday, but then, finally, a shift. By next Monday, we're expecting a break-in monsoon phase. Basically just a light drizzle, though heads up, humidity and temps will climb back up to a high of around 31 degrees Celsius. Moving into Section 4, local ground impact and traffic, navigating a waterlogged city. Now let's talk about what this looks like on the ground. Prolonged rain means one thing for us: severe urban flooding. We've got some specific, hyper-local civic sectors seeing moderate to severe waterlogging right now. We're talking flooded underpasses and shopping corridors over in civil lines. Kachra Market is definitely impacted. The low-lying areas of Mumford-Ganj and Rajapur are really slowing down. And the Rambagh Railway Station approach road is pretty flooded out too. The traffic police are actively advising folks to detour around these arterial roads. So if you have to go out, you absolutely need to tack on an extra 20 to 30 minutes to your travel time today. Trust me on this one. You know, Prayagraj is kind of battling two totally different water hazards today. On one hand, you've got the rising river levels at the Triveni Sangam. That's from all the heavy catchment rain, plus a massive influx of water being discharged from upstream dams on the Ganga and Yamuna rivers. But then, on the flip side, you've got this severe urban waterlogging, which is simply due to the sheer, relentless volume of rain flooding our city streets. It's a real double whammy. And because of those rising river levels, the Jile police are definitely not taking any chances. If you're a pilgrim, tourist, or just visiting, yes, public access to the Triveni Sangam is still open. But listen, you have got to be incredibly careful. The water velocity is elevated, those ghat steps are notoriously slippery right now, and it is absolutely crucial that you stay within the safety boundaries set up by the Jile police if you're going in for a holy dip. Please don't risk it. Which brings us to Section 5, Essential Health and Safety Tips, your monsoon survival guide. All right, let's walk through 3 main safety steps to get you through the week. Step 1, prevent waterborne diseases. Look, high humidity plus urban runoff is a recipe for dengue, malaria, and nasty infections. Slather on that mosquito repellent and please, only drink treated water. Step 2, drive safely. Wet roads and terrible visibility mean accidents happen fast. Do yourself a favor and keep your low beam headlights on when it's really coming down. And step 3, prepare for outages. You can definitely expect temporary feeder shutdowns in those waterlogged areas. Authorities do it to prevent electrical accidents. So get your emergency backup power ready to go. And just circling back to that driving point for a second, authorities have flagged a couple of hyperlocal, high-risk zones you really need to know about. If your daily commute takes you over the Naini Bridge or anywhere along the Prayagraj to Lucknow highway routes, you've got to exercise maximum caution. You're dealing with a dangerous mix of incredibly low visibility and very slick, wet pavements out there. So that brings us to the big question to wrap up today's explainer. Looking at this forecast and all these waterlogged zones, are you prepared for a week of monsoon rains? It's time to game plan your commutes, prioritize your health and safety, and double-check those emergency backups. Stay tuned for more local updates. Please drive safe out there, and as always, thanks so much for joining me as we unpacked the data.